Welcome to the first episode of my new series called Session Sims. Today we are going to start with the Rags to Riches challenge that was started by Simish Gamer, and all of the info for this challenge will be linked down below in the description box. As you can see, we are currently creating a new sim for this challenge whose name is Hadley. She is beyond ready to start from nothing and grow to live a luxurious life short of being royalty. Now, I am going to put a disclaimer out there because I have never done a Sims 4 challenge before and figured that the best place to start was with the most popular one, being Rags to Riches. In addition to this, I am very new to everything involved with content creation, Sims challenges, everything like that. So I'm definitely going to be making some accidents and mistakes here and there, but please bear with me as I get the hang of things. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in, and I hope that you enjoy this content. Now, before we actually get into the gameplay, I almost forgot the best part, which is a nice little toki toke. Cheers! So before we can do anything, we have to look at our mandatory steps. So before we can start building a home, which is our very first thing that we need to do, we're just going to throw her on pause real quick. The first thing we need to do is get level 5 in the handiness skill and level 3 in logic. We also have to pay $500 to the city for noise disturbances, as well as $500 just to get the blueprint to start building our house. So that's where we're going to start. So here we are, it's day 1, 8:03 a.m. Let's see where we can go. I think we're just going to start by just straight up going to the park. For my sim, I went ahead and did a few traits. Actually, I think we're going to start by just going straight to the library so we can get that book going. This is Hadley. For our aspiration, we did fabulously wealthy. I feel like this is going to be really good for trying to do a rags to riches. And then for our sim herself, her traits are dog lover, bookworm, loving the outdoors, and she is business savvy, which is coming from that fortune aspiration. So we're first just going to start by, writing some children's books. Keeping it nice and simple. We'll probably speed that up because this is it's gonna be a while. We're gonna be here for a while. We're not gonna bother with giving any information on the book itself. We're just really trying to generate that income as fast as we can. So right now, our big thing is really just trying to get to... Oh, hold on. I never turned my money off, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Testing sheets on, and money set to 0. We have no money. We are broker than broke, and that is where we're starting. So we're gonna see how many books we can crank out while we are here today. And let's take a look to see what events we've got coming up. We've got Sports Day, Love Day, and the Festival of Snow coming up this week, which is kind of ironic because we started in spring. So I don't know how we're going through with all of that, but it is what it is. One thing that is unique that I'm going to be doing, I want to make this kind of like a session play. So instead of maybe a let's play, it'd just be sesh play. Because I would love to make something that is like 420 friendly. I don't see a lot of, video or like content creators that are doing something like a session play or whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. Today we're smoking on some Super Buff Cherry from the Weed Box Dispo. It is THCA and it is hybrid. It's one of my favorite strands from the Weed Box so far. So let's go ahead and get our first puff in. I feel like we are going to go ahead and oh, I don't want to write jokes. We're gonna go ahead and just keep writing. But for every week that goes by, so every Sunday every Sunday in game, we're gonna go ahead and smoke. So cheers. All right. That is our first not only book, but also our first puff for the day. After we get a couple more, here, we're gonna have some fun. She wants to have some fun. She's reading charisma on her own, period. But actually we are going to start by reading handiness. We need to get our handiness to level 5. That way we can start working on, you know, getting closer to our goal of, you know, building our little, building our first house. Or at least building the beginnings of our house. And I am going to be playing this stuff in, just kind of in 2x speed. Right now, we're kind of in that slower part. Like, if there's times when I need to stop and, you know, go back to a normal speed, or even pause it because we're trying to get some stuff done, that's what we'll do. But for right now, we'll just stick to the fast speed while we're getting some of these skills built up. And then I think after we get, you know, a couple of levels of handiness in, or maybe when we hit, you know, 4 p.m. in game, maybe 5 p.m. because it's already 3:30, we're gonna go ahead. You can see that our hunger moodlet's starting to go down a little bit, so maybe we can think about, we'll go back to the house so we can publish our first book. We can start getting those royalties coming through, and then from there we're gonna go hang out, you know, play some chess, sleep on a park bench, maybe do some fishing, depending on how long we can keep her energy moodlet from not just kind of disappearing, I guess. I will say this is my first time doing a Rags to Riches challenge, so we're just kind of going through it. I've actually never really done any challenges before, so this is going to be very interesting to me. Okay, so it's 5:15. We'll put this on play, and we're gonna go to the park. Or actually, we're gonna go home, and then we're gonna go to the park. We got handiness level 2. So that is really gonna be the hardest thing for us, is making sure we can get to handiness level 5 without having to break stuff, I guess. Yeah, breaking stuff, probably a no-go, but oh well. It might be what we have to do to hit level 5 in our handiness. Alright, so we're gonna go to our mailbox. We're gonna self-publish our very first book. We'll speed this up. Wow, okay. Apparently our book was nominated for an award, which is pretty good. While we're here, we're just gonna go ahead and do some fishing because we have easy access to a fishing spot just behind our empty lot. We're gonna do this for a little bit. Let's see what our moodlets are looking like. And I'm not gonna sell all of my fish quite yet. Because at this point, I think we can... No. Alright, we found All right, we're just gonna go ahead and sell pretty much everything that we are fishing up right now. We're just really trying to generate those moodlets. So I think we'll try to get to fishing level 1. But our hunger, I'm sorry, is looking a little low. So maybe we'll go ahead and move that. Wow, okay. We caught a trout for 39 simoleons. That's pretty big. That's pretty nice. So I think what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and travel back to Future Cube. We'll sell that. Actually, that's going to be perfect. So now we have enough money to purchase a tent, which is great. So let's take a look in tent. We can get our first tent, which is the Easy Camper. So that honestly is going to be really nice, because now we'll just stick this here. So we can just be right next to our mailbox, hit back to play. It's 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and we're going to go sleep. We'll stop fishing for right now. We've just hit level 2 on our fishing, which is great. And we didn't catch anything there. We'll just go ahead and sleep. When we wake up, we'll just go straight to the park. All right, looks like we're waking up, so we're gonna go straight to, yeah, we're hungry. That's understandable. Sorry, Queen. We're just gonna go straight to the park. Because here, we're just gonna eat, we're gonna work on our logic, and then in a little bit, we'll go ahead and go back to writing some books, generating some more income for ourselves. We're gonna pick something that's super cheap. So I think we're gonna just go ahead and do mushroom steak. Oh, no, Three Sisters chili. That's what we're gonna do. Because that is 30 simoleons. That's cheap. Our big thing right now is really trying to manage our early income simoleons. Bro, you need to eat. You were just complaining because you said you were hungry. Okay, there we go. This works. And we're also gonna go, that also ticks up our social, so that's nice. And we can't keep this, so we are gonna toss that. She's gonna go wash her hands, which is fine by me. And then we're gonna come play some chess. She wants to play chess as it is already. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then probably closer to 6 or 7, we'll maybe start making our way to... Oh, why are we upset right now? Probably because it's raining. Yeah, that tracks. I know it stinks, but we'll go ahead and do this. Let's see if we can get a few more levels. We're just gonna go ahead, speed this up 3 times. So right now we're doing pretty good. We might take a break here. We're actually gonna play this, cancel that, and we'll use the toilet. And then we'll come back to playing more chess. Right now we're doing pretty good on our moodlet management, which is honestly really hard in the starting parts of Rags to Riches. It's so difficult when you don't have anything to really, you know, be working on, or even anything to like build with. All right, we're gonna cloud gaze, fun. And back immediately back to playing chess. That's my girl. So we'll see how far we can get with our logic right now, and then likely we're just gonna head straight back. Perfect level 2 logic. She's honestly just kind of going. Let's see how our moodlets looking. They're looking pretty good so far. Our social's getting a little low, and so is our hygiene, so I think we'll just go ahead. We'll go to the library. We're just gonna go ahead, go to the library, keep working on getting those books going. So like I said, that right now is our biggest priority. Now, this is definitely something that I am thinking of making into a series. I love playing The Sims, but before I decided that I wanted to maybe start making content or anything like that, I spent so much time just working, just making Sims, just playing through random things. Never any challenges really, because I was always intimidated by them. But I figured if we're going to be starting a YouTube channel, if we're going to start creating content, the only way to really get forward in things is to just go ahead and do it. So that is what we're doing. So this is going to be really probably a longer video because I can sit and I can play The Sims for so long that I love it. I don't know. It's one of my comfort games, really. Now, this might not be the same for everybody, but for those who are watching, what are some of your favorite comfort games? I know a lot of people that I am generally spending time with, they always say Sims, Stardew, Minecraft is another big one. But if you have any other game that you see as your own personal comfort game, put it in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it. I'm definitely looking for more games to kind of session play. I think I've got a couple on the books. I'm hopefully planning on doing maybe a Stardew session play. I've never done a 100% completion farm, so that's something that I'm looking into, as well as, I love the Tomb Raider reboot games, like from 2013, so on and so forth, with the updated Laura. And there's rumors that there's another game coming out, so that would be another one that I would love to play. But if you have anything else that you would suggest, please drop that down below, as I would love to hear maybe some options that we can look into for our future games. Yeah. All right. So we've got another book written. That's great. We're going to keep writing books. We're just going to keep going. It's 2:45. Let's see how many books we can do. Writing level 3. That's great. We're also very inspired right now, which I think should help with the quality of our books. We're just going to go ahead, keep speeding things up. We might end up changing the frequency that we smoke depending on what we're doing that week or what we're working on. So I do think I'm just gonna go ahead and take another puff. If I'm being honest, that first hit really did not do anything, so we're gonna try again. Let's take a look at our moodlets. We're starting to get a little low on our hunger, so I think after we finish this book, we've got, a very convenient little food stand here. It's honestly cheaper than cheaper than making our own food, so I think that is what we will end up using for right now. And we're just about finished with that book here, so I'm trying to make this a little quick. That way I'm not having to worry about we'll just drop that down to a normal speed since I'm just trying to get this stuff closed up before we continue on. Okay. Maybe we will just put it to 2 speed. Maybe not. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's order some food. Popcorn shrimp for $9. That seems like a steal to me. We've got some popcorn shrimp. Now, I don't know if we're actually allowed to be buying food and stuff on our Rags to Riches, but if we're talking about money conservation, this is going to be a big one. All right, that's another hit taken. All right, everybody, that is going to conclude the first episode of our Rags to Riches series. I am so grateful to have all of you here and to have you all have just watched my video, as it's the first one that I've ever made, and I am super happy that it came out as good as it did. I know there were some hiccups in there, but you know, that's okay. So if you'd like to see more of my content, please do not hesitate to like and subscribe, and even maybe click that bell so you can get that notification. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.